Welcome to Module 2, Exploring the Foundations and History of Continuous Improvement. In Module 1, you did some powerful identity work. You explored who you are, articulated your personal why, and examined how the language we use, Discourse 1 versus Discourse 2, either maintains inequity or creates transformation. Now, the question becomes, how do you operationalize that why? How do you translate your values and commitments into systematic action that actually improves outcomes for students? That's where continuous improvement comes in. Here's the reality in education. We've all experienced improvement initiatives that felt disconnected from the classroom. Plans that looked impressive on paper but failed to change practice. Data meetings that produced charts instead of learning. Professional development that didn't develop anyone professionally. But continuous improvement, when done well, is different. It's not another top-down mandate. It's a disciplined, inquiry-driven approach that puts learning at the center. Student learning, yes, but also your learning, your team's learning, and your system's learning. In this module, you'll trace the foundations of continuous improvement from its roots in industry to its evolution in education. You'll explore the Plan, Do, Study, Act cycle, a productive yet simple framework that's changed how organizations learn and adapt. And you'll see how starting small can lead to big improvement. More importantly, you'll discover CLE's equity-centered approach to continuous improvement, one that doesn't just ask, are we getting better? But are we getting better for whom? Whose voices are we centering? Whose learning are we prioritizing? Remember those identity webs you explored in Module 1? The personal purpose you named? That work wasn't abstract. It's essential. Because continuous improvement without equity consciousness can actually accelerate inequity. You can become very efficient at producing outcomes that serve some students while marginalizing others. You'll engage deeply with CLE's improvement model, analyzing how its components work together, problem definition, root cause analysis, change ideas, measurement, and iteration. This isn't a linear checklist. It's a dynamic cycle of learning that requires both rigor and responsiveness. Throughout this module, you'll be asked to do more than understand these concepts. You'll begin applying them. You'll use the 3 levels of text protocol to extract deeper meaning from improvement science literature. You'll analyze authentic improvement work, and you'll start thinking about how these principles might guide your own practice. This work requires discipline as it is a series of activities that build on each other. The PDSA cycle asks you to slow down, to test assumptions, to learn from small experiments before scaling up. In education, where we often feel pressure for immediate results, this can feel counterintuitive. But here's what the research shows and what thousands of educators have discovered. When you embrace disciplined inquiry, when you commit to iterative learning, when you connect improvement methods to equity goals, you create sustainable change. Not change that fades when the grant funding ends or the principal leaves. Change that's owned by the people doing the work. As you move through this module, keep asking yourself, how does continuous improvement connect to my identity as an educator? How does the PDSA cycle align with my values? Where do I see opportunities to apply these tools in my context? By the end of Module 2, you'll have both the conceptual foundation and the practical tools to begin leading equity-centered improvement work. You'll understand not just what continuous improvement is, but why it matters and how to do it in ways that honor your Module 1 commitments. Your why gave you purpose. Continuous improvement gives you a pathway. Let's explore that pathway together.